Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about something I think we all need to know in these times, and that is, when can we buy fragrances? When are fragrances on sale and when can we get gift sets? So before we hop in, I don't look into the camera because I am completely blind. But let me just take a sip. This is chai tea. Oh, it's so good. So, of course, we know to subscribe to all of those places where we like to buy fragrances from, like Sephora, Amazon, those sort of places in South Africa take a lot, so that we can get newsletters if we want to know when they have their specific sale. I know, like for Sephora, unfortunately in South Africa we don't have one, but there's, for example, the spring sale in April. Amazon often have a Prime Day in July and in October. And so it's nice to be either on a social media page of theirs or a newsletter or something of that sort if you want to stay informed. But let's talk about the specific days that over the years I've identified as the golden days for perfumes. Because honestly, who can nowadays, well, let me not talk for everyone, but I cannot afford, I'm sorry to say, a full price fragrance. That is just insane. If I think of what I could do with the price of a fragrance, I could go a weekend away, honestly. So, the first day of the year for me, and let me know if there's any other days that you have identified, but the first day is the 14th of February, which of course is Valentine's Day. So there you can often get nice gift sets and very nice sales on products. The next day is just in the next month, and that is the 21st of March, which is International Fragrance Day. Now, personally, I haven't bought any fragrances on this day, but I've done my research and apparently a lot of stores also have discounts on fragrances on the 21st of March. The next day for ladies specifically is Mother's Day. That falls on different days depending where you're from. In South Africa and I think US and Canada, it's the second Sunday in May. For some places, it's the first Sunday. Others, it is later in May or in March. So you will know your country's Mother's Day. That day is usually a very nice day. I, for example, this year went to a store in South Africa where you could get 25% off if you bought 2 beauty products. So then I bought a fragrance and a mascara. So, yeah, there you can often get very nice discounts. The next day, and that's for the men, is of course Father's Day. In South Africa, that's the 3rd Sunday in June. So that is usually for the men specifically. I already got on the 1st of June, I started getting SMS's notifications to tell me that Father's Day specials are out. So it's often not only just on the day, but also leading up to those days, especially Mother's Day and Father's Day, and some of the other days I will be talking about in a minute. So in South Africa, our next day for fragrance sales, for female fragrance sales, is the 9th of August, which is Women's Day in South Africa. That is the day that women in South Africa marched up to the Union building demanding to get voting rights. Right. And then it's a long stretch, but of course there might be sales from various stores in between. But then it's a long stretch until the last Friday in November, which is Black Friday. Very nice specials there. Always discounts. And then Cyber Monday is the Monday following Black Friday, of course, which sometimes even have bigger sales than Black Friday. But nowadays, I don't know, you obviously have noticed, but nowadays you can start looking out for for sales even on the 1st of November because, it's nowadays called Black November even. I've skipped a day, guys, and that is the 11th of November, which is Singles Day, which also sometimes have a lot of very great discounts on fragrances for all the singles out there. And then, well, you don't have to be single, but you can make use of that discount. And then I've always said, since I was in university, which was many moons ago, that December is the time to buy fragrances. You often get very nice gift sets. And not only that, you get gift sets and it's on sale often. So the entire December leading up to Christmas and Boxing Day, those days are really time to use those end of year bonuses and buy perfumes and then come back very broke in January. So that has been it. If you know of any other fragrance sale day specific, perhaps to your region or internationally, please do let me know. If I've skipped one, I would love to know. I try really my best to contain myself, to not yield to temptation, and to really wait for those days before I buy any fragrances. Great, guys! So that has been it for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.